What's happening? We're here at the West Jetty in Destin, Florida. This is the home of the blacktip shark aggregation here in the summer. And right now in the winter, this is also home to apparently a very large aggregation of stingrays. Today is too good of a day not to get in. The water's pretty cold, but definitely worth getting a look at this many southern stingrays because I've never seen this many in my life.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we ready to go? So the west side of the pass, this is one of my favorite spots in Destin because not only is it just an incredibly beautiful area, which is due mainly to the fact that it's military-owned land, so it's a completely undeveloped stretch of the Emerald Coast with snow-white sand dunes and a massive jetty system that creates these intense tidal currents that attract a crazy amount of birds and marine life. So it's really a crossroad for biodiversity. This area is also pretty inaccessible to cars, so there's rarely any people. And it's a bit of a desert most of the time, so it gets minimal boat traffic. So this is really a nice refuge in the middle of a chaotic tourist area. The other unique thing about it is that we're in an area of Florida that actually experiences seasons. So air temps go from the hundreds in the summer to the teens in the winter. Water temps range from the 90s down to the lower 50s. So what you can see here doesn't just change with the tides. In the summer, you can see hundreds of blacktip and other various sharks. Tarpon come through here in droves, eagle rays, redfish, bluefish, you name it. And now in December, the wind and weather is usually less conducive to see what's going on out here. But we've had a good run of clear water and light winds, so I started watching for new developments. And the first thing I saw was this big fish about 4 or 5 feet long that I couldn't identify. A few transient sharks, dolphin of course. And then I saw what looked to be a pair of southern stingrays, which I thought was pretty unusual because these are typically loners. So maybe it was a mom and her baby, I don't know. I just thought it was unique. Then the next day I came out and found what looked like a bunch of rocks. But when I moved in for a closer look, it turned out to be a massive aggregation of southern stingrays. I'd say 1,000 or so, covering a pretty wide area just off the jetty. And one of the coolest things was seeing all the predators maneuvering their way through the masses. Turtles, birds, dolphins, sharks, of course, tarpon, and even got to see my mystery monster from the day before, which turned out to be a Gulf sturgeon. And I had no idea they ventured into salt water. And that was just too much for me not to come out here. So my buddy Jason at Xtreme H2O ran me out on a pontoon to get a closer look. Now, I've heard of people seeing big fevers of rays, but these are normally cow-nose rays or devil rays, things like that, which aren't the kind of rays that burrow into the sand and stay put. And maybe someone has witnessed this stingray aggregation in the past, but I'm pretty sure it's never been filmed before. And I doubt anyone has filmed it from above and below like we're doing. So it's just another reason that this area is so special to me and why I keep coming back, because you never know what you'll find.